Hi everyone, this is Peggy Semingson.
I'm Jocius, and we're here today to talk about the rise of ebooks during the pandemic. So Peggy, I know you've been interested in ebooks for a long time. Do you want to maybe talk about some of the awesome things about ebooks?
Yeah, I'm a big fan because I read on my phone and iPads, and I love my Kindle. And so I came across this article in The Journal, is the name of the online magazine or journal, and it says Rise of Ebooks reflects rise of remote ed. And it makes sense that people aren't able to access physical books, so they're reading ebooks. And it made me think about, what do students need to, the types of ebooks and what students need to know. So what types of ebooks do you know about?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many options out there. I know for me, my personal reading really changed when I discovered that most libraries have ebooks that you can just download right to your Kindle or other reading device. I'm a voracious reader, so that saves my book budget every single month.
Yes.
But there are also lots of great ebook options out there for kids as well. Many schools have reading apps like Epic, which has numerous informational and narrative texts that kids can dive into. There are also some gamification elements with a lot of the different apps where students earn points and can change their avatar based on the books that they read, which I think is a really nice way to interest and motivate students to read with ebooks.
Oh yeah, I know you like gamification. Yeah, I thought about that. And you can kind of track your progress on an ebook. Not that you can't with the bookmark, but yeah, that's definitely true. And then also there are books on, this isn't really an ebook per se, but there are read-alouds on YouTube. So that's another way people can hear storybooks.
One of the really neat things that publishers did during the pandemic was that they allowed teachers and librarians and others working with kids to record a number of their ebooks or a number of their books, so they could publish those read-alouds. So if you're interested in doing read-alouds for your students or for your kids, you may just want to check the publisher website and make sure that the permissions are there and you're allowed to do that.
That's a great idea for where there's not an ebook or an audiobook, maybe brand new books with the publisher's permission.
Are there things that you think teachers should watch out for as they're using ebooks with their students, or things that parents should watch out for if they're reading ebooks with their kids?
I think we were just talking about, you have to learn how to read an ebook. So, what is it? How to navigate an ebook. What comes to mind for you when you think about online reading?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough because I think we think that reading in a traditional format automatically transfers to reading in an e-format. And that's just not always the case. I think kids need to be explicitly taught not only how to access the ebooks, but how to navigate them. So what happens when you click on a particular part of the ebook? How do you use features like the dictionary or text to speech, or maybe animations or interactive elements? All of these things kids actually they need to be models, they need to be taught, they need to practice, and they need to try them out with each other and with teacher or parent support.
Yeah, definitely. And that's what helps make ebooks great, is sometimes a kid doesn't have to ask what a word means. They can click on the word and look it up. It's hyperlinked vocabulary. And you were saying too, they sometimes can be translated.
Yeah, it's wonderful, I think, for English learners especially. I know there have been a number of studies really looking at how ebooks can support vocabulary development, especially. So that's one area where I think that they really have an advantage over traditional texts in some ways.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, so I think schools can just help support families and kids with how to read ebooks. Maybe make a short video, talk about it, make a website on how to read ebooks and how to access them, and educate that way. And then I like your idea about gamification. I think that's a really good one. I see it in adult reading groups like Goodreads, reading challenges and things like that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me, the one thing to remember is that it's really about having rich conversations with kids about the text. So making sure that you are stopping to ask questions, you're pausing, you're giving students a chance to respond and to think about the text, whether they're reading in an ebook or a regular format.
Yeah, or they might even use pen and paper to write a reading response, so it doesn't have to be all digital.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, good ideas. I love it. Everybody check out The Rise of eBooks.